Resonator steel, cold in his hand, cheap bar light on a wedding band. Dark suit, ash on the cuff, loose tie, jaw locked up. Clock screams red in the glass, he just stares, lets it pass. Boot heel grind on the tile, almost dead for a mile. He breathes in burned out air like a vow, like a dare. He don't break, he don't bow, pressure on his back, same as right now. Smoke in his lungs, world on his mouth. He walks in straight and never slows down. He don't flinch, he don't fold, veins run hot, I stay cold. Storm in his chest, war in this town. He takes that weight, never kneels down. Card game, corner of the room, 5 men talking doom. He says less than a night, but it cuts through the lies. Bill stack names in a file, everything on a single line. He signs once, pushes back, lets the silence attack. He don't break, he don't bow, pressure on his back, same as right now. Smoke in his lungs, world on his mouth. He walks in straight, never slows down. He don't flinch, he don't fold, veins run hot, I stay cold. Storm in his chest, war in this town. He takes that weight, never kneels down. Every favor, every day hangs off his shoulders, cold and wet. If it crushes him, you won't know. You just feel the room. Call out! He don't break, he don't bow, pressure on his back, same as right now. Smoke in his lungs, world on his mouth. He walks in straight, never slows down. He don't flinch, he don't fold, veins run hot, I stay cold. Hand on the door, king with no crown. He takes that weight, never lays it down.
Black gloves on the wheel, breath turns to cloud. Coattails whip as the city leans out. Concrete shining like it knows his name. Jaw set hard on a moving flame. It doesn't look back, doesn't scan both sides. Every step laid down like a closing line. Forward, only eyes on the far end. Baby, fast track, heartbeat, nothing here can make him sway. Forward, only cold wind kissing his face. Once he's chosen the way. edge of sin. Phone stays silent in his inside pocket. World keeps calling, he walks past it. No pause, no plan B. One shot, one straight street. He feels the pull, but his feet agree. Forward only, eyes on the far end. Baby, fast track, heartbeat, nothing that can make him sway. Forward only, cold wind kissing his face. Once he's chosen the way, he will not change pace. He will not change pace. Smoke in my teeth, ash in my head, taste of the blast still hanging in the air. Boot prints burning in the gravel, jacket torn, still dragging gravel in my lungs. Glass in my side like a necklace, heartbeat loud but the body still runs. Sirens fade behind the ringing, tongue taste metal, I just spit it to the ground. Every cut rides another direction. Every step says I won't stay down. Who's gonna tell these hands to fold when they only learn to climb? I wear the hit like heavy gold. It just hangs and sharpens my drive. I walk out of fire like it's mine. Smoke all around me, I still ride. Scars on my skin, but look in my eyes. You see a man you can't derail tonight. I walk out of fire, slow and sure, torture the bone, but I want more. You can break my shape, not my war. I walk out of fire. Walk out of fire. I walk out of fire. Knees feel sandpaper and thunder. Every breath rough, like chewing on the dark. Shirt fused, skin bruised. I'm laughing cause I'm still here, still hungry for the spark. Street lights smear through the cinders. Palms leave fingerprints in dust and stone. Every stagger leans into power. Everyone draws a new battle line. I own. Who's gonna chain these lungs to rest when they only learn to roll? Pain keeps carving out my chest just to make more room for the storm. I walk out of fire like it's mine. Smoke all around me, I still rise. Scars on my skin, but look in my eyes. You see a man you can't derail tonight. I walk out of fire, slow and sure, torture the bone, but I want more. You can break my shape, not my war. I walk out of fire, yeah, I walk out of fire. I walk out of fire, yeah, yeah, I walk out of fire like it's mine. Embers behind me, I don't mind. Every fresh brew draws another line. This is a body built across that line. I walk out of fire, slow and sure, dirty with damage, wanting more. You can bend my frame, feel to make me turn. I walk out of fire. Watch. watch it burn.
Smoke on the ground, his breath in the air. Slow boot steps counting down like he already knows. Black coal cutting through the cinders, glass rain, ash on his sleeve, silk shirt clinging to his shoulders, like a night signed a lease. Every window is an empty eye, sirens fade into a hush. He walks straight through the twisted steel, unbothered by the crush. If this is all that's left, he treats it like a doorway. If every wall has cracked, he's reading it as always. He walks through the wreck like it's just a prologue. Fire at eyes fixed on tomorrow. Smoke in his lungs, but he's breathing it in, yeah, like it's making him stronger than skin. He moves through the air like it's only the opening. Every broken thing turning into an offering. He won't turn around, he won't slow his stride. He was made for the part that comes after the night. Charred names on a hanging signs, they curl as he goes by. Streetlight bent into a question mark, he doesn't have to reply. Leather gloves brush falling plaster, white dust on his hands. He smiles like he's been here before and already drew the plans. Look at the ruling, he tastes it on his tongue, like dark wine, like long time, like the start of being young. Look at the silence, how it leans into his frame. He buttons up his collar, steps straight through the flame. He walks through the wreck like it's just a prologue. Fire at his back, eyes fixed on tomorrow. Smoke in his lungs,
Live on the mat, smoke on my tongue. I hear the world folding, I still walk on. Gravel in my steps, soft leather on my shoulders, ash in the air, heat licking at my collar. Sirens in the distance, trying hard to grow louder. My pulse stays slow, my breath just gets colder. Hands in my pockets like I'm waiting for a ride. Cracks in the pavement keep falling out of line. People write stories about the look in my eyes. I don't write back, I just let it slide. Shadow on my cheek, cinder on my boots from another long week. Every bright shock, just another bad dream. Seen it before, doesn't get to me. You want an answer, want a legend, want a name, want a last word, a pin to your frame. All you're gonna get is the sound of my pace, heel after toe, fading out of this place. Heat at my back, thunder at my side. You'll never catch what I don't let slide. I walk right through fire in my rear view. I don't move, whole sky breaking, I stay smooth. If it all falls down, I still choose to walk right through, to walk right through. Circles, falls into the ground. I straighten my cap and don't turn around. Slow step, gravel under heel, smoke hangs, air tastes like steel. Black gloves, breath fogs in the beam, cold jaw, eyes cut through the steam. Clock toss somewhere in his head, each thought files sharp as lead. He feels every quiet thread, boot prints, lines he won't forget. Nerves taut, tighter than the curb, but her hands never twitch, never jerk. Pressure in the dark, he walks through it. Every heavy shadow, he steps right to it. Heartbeat steady like a loaded valve. Can't bend him back, can't break him now. Pressure on his name, he moves truer. Fire in his chest, runs colder, truer. Head held level, eyes fixed ahead. He keeps advancing, never misled. Street sign bent at 23. Wind cuts through a busted tree. Smoke curls from a passing car. Ass glows like a trailing scar. Voices rattle far behind. Old beds clawing at his mind. Jaw set but the breath stays slow. Each stride answers every no. Pressure in the dark, he walks through it. Every heavy shadow he steps right to it. Heartbeat steady like a loaded valve. Can't bend him back, can't break him now. Pressure on his name, he moves true up. Fire in his chest, runs cold up. True up, headed out level, eyes fixed ahead. He keeps advancing, never misled. Choke, weight on his back, still the spine stays open. Storm in his ribs, but the gaze stays plain. He just counts each step, not each strain. Pressure in the dark, he walks through it. Every heavy shadow shoots right to it. Keep moving, oh, can't bend him back. Pressure on his name, he moves true up. Fire in his chest, runs cold up. True up, head held level, eyes fixed ahead. He keeps advancing past every dread. Pressure in the dark, he walks through it. He keeps advancing, and he won't quit. Breath in my chest like a loaded word. Streets so still I can hear my thoughts. Nothing on my face to give it away. Already stepped off the curb. Ash in the gutter, neon fields, dark boot on the paint, no one around. Water feels lighter, key in my palm. Shirt sticks a little, but my hands stay calm. I'm crossing the line, and that's a story. Quiet shoes on a quiet road, dawn asking the night for mercy. What I did, only I will know. I'm crossing the line now looking over. Every print burning in the tar. Leave the past in the rearview mirror. Walk on into the dark. Phone left buzzing, face down in the sink. Name on a paper, starting to bleed. Sirens far off like a memory. Wind hits the sweat, feels like it's cleaning me. No speed, no promise, just leather and concrete. If anyone's watching, they'll see what they see. Yeah. I'm crossing the line, and that's the story. Quiet shoes on a quiet road, done asking the night for mercy. What I did, only I will know. I'm crossing the line now, looking over. Every print burning in the tar. Leave the past in the rearview mirror. Walk on into the dark. I'm crossing the line, I don't turn sideways. Let the heat settle where it may. Face like a mask in a hallway mirror. Every step taking me away. I'm crossing the line, steady and slow now. Heart's a drum but the beat stays hard. No confession, no explanation. Walk on walk on into the dark. Concrete glare, Orleans and Orleans and I don't know blind. Shoulders hit me on the sidewalk. Nobody turned. They just drive through, billboards bark like they own me. Every screen saying what I should do. Steel in my jaw, I don't answer. Hands in my coat, slow breath. Every step measured like a survey line. Every show met with quiet strength. You push first, I keep my line. I don't bend, I don't explain why. Storm in my face, but I walk dry. You push first, I keep my line. Taxi home snap like a warning. Heels scrape fast past my boots. Office doors go, more bodies, same gray ties, same black suits. I feel that way, trying to steer me. Cheap fear dressed up as advice. I let it talk till it's empty air, then I cut through. Eyes like I'm not your target, I'm not your prize. I'm just a man who decides. Street wants a story, crowd wants a sign. If they get my back, they don't get my mind. You push first, I keep my line. I don't fold, I don't comply. Wind in my chest, but I walk dry. You push first, I keep my line. Keep my line. Every hot step, every cheap lie falls at my heels while I pass it by. You push first, I keep my black suit, white line at his throat, curl of smoke, steps count out the evening. Empty road, breathing slow, never pleading. He was carved in the cracks of the floorboard, raised where the weight never moved. Every glare, every door slammed, sharp pressure pressed his name into the groove. He learned calm like a second language. Blink once, let the thunder roll past. Kept his fury folded like a razor, cold glass. Steady hand on the glass. Pressure made the man, not mercy. Diamond in the dark, still dirty. Walks like every stone remembers. Every bruise turned into armor. Pressure made the man, not favor. Cut from every slide and failure. Silence wraps him up like velvet. All that heat held in the helmet. The click of his heel, each step one more lesson paid. Faces flash by in the windows, ghosts of every time he stayed. He does math with the scars in the mirror. What was taken, what remained in his chest, wears the weight like a tailored secret. Sharp lines, every stitch, every test. Pressure made the man, not mercy. Diamond in the dark, still dirty. Walks like every stone remembers. Every bruise turned into armor. Pressure made the man, not favor. Cut from every slide and failure. Silence wraps him up like velvet. All that heat held in the helmet. White collar, last thread of the daylight. Smoke fades, but the shape holds tight. Road hums underfoot, keeps quiet. He was built under strain, now walks in it, light as a flame. Light as a flame. Warm breath, black glove, one step. You feel that whole world holding its breath, waiting for somebody to twitch first. He doesn't flinch. He counts the clouds and the smoke, follows each one till it fades. Heart rate low, eyes high, nothing moves until he says so. Corners of her mouth like curl, like he knows the script already. Back pressed easy to the wall, body loose, mind deadly. Every little shuffle in the dark, he maps, marks it, files it. Every cheap stare, daring a spark, he clocks it, cool, defiant, yeah. Jawline cut like a drawn line, shadow tracing down his neck. Pulse under skin, quiet drum, perfect timing in his chest. He's the last calm left in the room, all the chaos, all the smoke. He's a fuse
it out on the floor and he decides if it blows. He holds the line. Doesn't blink, doesn't break, doesn't break, doesn't rush the sign. Every second that you waste he refines. Breathe in, breathe out, perfect design. He holds the line, cold smile in the glow of the neon grime. You step once wrong, you cross that stripe. He's already 3 moves past your mind, yeah. Boots planted shoulder to the wind, cold cutting under his coat. Streets humming under the ice, but he's the one reading the note. Silence hanging heavy on his tongue, he could spit it, end it, done. But restraint is a sharp little thrill, he takes it, lets it run. Gloved thumb, tracing over one scar, reminder of a lesson learned. He doesn't chase heat anymore, he moves when the angle turns. Eyes meet yours through the drifting haze, you feel stripped down to the bone. He reads every flinch, every fade, like a message on his phone. He holds the line. Doesn't blink, doesn't blink, doesn't break, doesn't cross that sign. Every heartbeat that you hear is a guide. Step light, step slow, or swallow your pride. He holds the line, dark grin with a dangerous shine. You raise your voice, he cuts the vibe. Just one word placed right on time. Stillness is a weapon, self-control is steel. Patience tastes like power, he chews it, keeps it sealed. He's not chasing fireworks, he's the calm before they start. Hand steady on the moment, finger resting on the heart. Close enough to feel your breath, far enough you can't touch his. Every inch is measured out, every second is. Every second is. He holds the line. Doesn't blink, doesn't blink, doesn't break, doesn't rush the sign. Every step that you pretend is divine, he's already drawn circles round your lies. He holds the line, cold air wrapped around his spine. When the open appeared, he glides. One move, clean break, then he's behind. He holds the line, smoke curls, world slows, he's prime. You think you chose when to collide. He waited, watched and roll your crown. See the moment you arrive, he's been here the whole damn time. One foot on the curb, jaw set, doesn't swerve. Smoke folds round his face, slow black gloves curl, let go. Eyes
lost track, every shadow move. Heart is locked into a groove. He counts down in his head in silence, reads the angle, measures violence, breath like glass held between teeth, time stretched thin under his feet. He holds the line, doesn't blink, doesn't bend, stays steady, all in his eyes, calm as a fuse, staying cold, staying ready, step, then slide, every inch already mapped in his mind. He won't decide till the moment and the target align. Street lamp, halo on the ground, boots so soft, no sound. Phone buzz, he lets it die out. Message read, he already found out. Slow now, signal in the dark, yeah. Thin smile, cutting through the charge. Shoulders roll like he's shedding weight. Clock hits, he adjusts his gait. He holds the line, doesn't blink, doesn't bend, stay steady, all in his eyes, calm as a fuse, staying cold, staying ready, step, then slide, every inch already mapped in his mind. He moves this time, but his shape never slips out of line. He holds the line, doesn't blink, doesn't bend, stay steady, all in his eyes, calm as a fuse, staying cold, staying ready, 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 ready. I don't flinch, I don't stall. You can paint the sky in fire, I still walk through it all. Flat cap low, eyes straight ahead, heat on my back like someone else is dead. Ash on my coat, boots cut a line, every step clean like it's by design. Siren somewhere, I don't turn my head. Questions in the smoke, better left unsaid. I walk through the fire. Don't look back, don't look front, no. Don't look back, don't look down, don't look down. Every shot, every liar, every sun burns up when I hit the wrong. Slow heartbeat, still in my stride. You can chase, you can pray, you can cry. I walk through the fire, and I don't say why. face like stone, but it's all rehearsed. Hands stay loose, even when it hurts. Hot steel rain falling on my name. Let it write my story, then forget the page. They are free when I pass by, like they feel that charge, but they don't know why. You want a reason, you want a sign, all you're gonna see is my back and my spine. I walk through the fire. Don't look back, don't look back, don't look down, don't look down. Every shot, every liar burns up when I hit the ground. Slow heartbeat, steel in my stride. You can chase, you can pray, you can cry. I walk through the fire, and I don't say why. I walk through the fire, and I don't say why. Door clicks. Yeah, shit. You feel that? Yeah. Yeah. Black gloves on the table, smoke curling off my lip. One foot in the shadow, one hand on your slip. You don't know what you're asking, eyes bright, little shake in your breath. I don't talk in circles, I just circle what I want and take the step out. Clock hands drag, but my pulse stays slow. Every nerve on you, yeah, you already know. You're still guessing, I've decided. You're still speaking, I'm silent. When I move first, whole room holds its air. One step closer, and you're pinned to that chair. I don't raise my voice, I don't need to rehearse. You feel it in your chest when I move. When I move first. Quiet street, engine idle, asphalt soft on the hood. Your phone lights, you ignore it. You've been waiting to be understood. I draw one line on your wrist, you follow like ink so fresh. You keep looking for the danger, it's already written in your chest. Lean in, name one rule, I won't bend. Thoughts so you tremble, I stay level, slow breath, green light. Say please, say it right, oh. When I move first, whole room holds its air. One step closer, and you're pinned to that chair. I don't raise my voice, I don't need to rehearse. You feel it in your chest boots hit black top before word lands. Smoke hangs, he's already on the road. Left the engine cooling in the rear view. Shadow long stretching past his name. He don't wait for trouble to come find him. He draws a line, then walks through the flame. Jaw set like he's chewing on metal, eyes locked on the shape up ahead. Every step is a sealed decision, every breath is a quiet thread. He moves first, lets the pressure chase him. Too late by the time he knows his face. Cold hands never touch his laces. He's gone before the fear can take his place. He moves first, boots down on the pavement, clean cut through the smoke and the noise. He moves first, never asks a question. World hits but he hits the void. Black coat whips hard in the crosswind. Street signs blur into steel gray streaks. He's a call that you get in the daytime, not the rumor you hear in your sleep. He don't talk about codes or glory, he just keeps his pockets real light. No flags, no borrowed thunder, just calm in the teeth of the body. If it's you or the moment, he'll choose the move. Every time, yeah. Clock ticks loud in the distance. His heel hits once, then he's gone from sight. He moves first, lets the pressure chase him. Too slow for the cut of his pace. Cold hands never get to claim him. He smoke slipping out of their cage. He moves first, boots carving a line, sharp frame in a world off balance. He moves first, that's the only design. When it hits, he's already past the damage.
Black suit, white collar, smoke in his lungs, eyes like a promise. Footsteps count the cracks, heel, toe slow and clean. Ash falls on the asphalt, snowflake on gasoline. He learned to breathe in sirens, sleep beside the strain. Hands steady on the doorknob, face steady in the rain. He was built under pressure, every weight gave him a seam. Now the grind only edges, polished edges in his lean. He was carved in the fire, now the heat keeps him serene. Press it harder, press it closer, pressure carves him clean. Pressure carves him clean. Pressure carves him clean. Street signs buzz and flicker. He moves like they're all green. Jaw set like a verdict, tie straight cuffs pristine.
Voices tried to bend him, bent the cage around instead. Now the load rides on his shoulders like a coat he's always shed. Count scars in the silence, they read like a plan. Oh, that strain on his spine turned that boy into a man. Every hand that tried to shake him just confirmed he wouldn't shake. Every crack they tried to open turned the lines they couldn't break. He was built under pressure, every weight gave him a seam. Now the grind only itches polished edges in his lean. He was carved in the fire, now the heat keeps him serene. Press it harder, press it closer, pressure carves him clean. Pressure carves him clean. Pressure carves him clean. Pressure carves him clean. Closed door, cold lock, gloved hand, one knock. Breath held in the dark of the frame. Key weight, heart rate, both the same. Every scar is a plan. Every line on my palm says advance. Boot sole on the seam of the tile. Slow turn, every second on trial. Eyes up, every shadow a test. Calm jaw, but the storm's in my chest. Yeah, I don't need a speech for this. I don't need a crowd to exist, just me, steel, flesh, will. 1 inch further than I did. This is the line, and I'll walk it. Cold metal burning my grip, no mercy move, only progress. Teeth on the edge of the risk. I take the hit, then I take ground. Step through the strain till it rips. Limit in my face, I lock in. Move, crushing that grip. Cold press like a kiss on the pad. Soft tap, hard mind, all bad. Sweat bead tracing down to my lip. Slow lick, little taste of the cliff. Every cane got a cost when it snaps. Every wound is a chain on your back. I done carried every weight they project. Now I'm cutting through the drag at the neck. Yeah. I don't need a cheat for this. I don't need a script to commit. Just heat, skin, door, hinge. 1 breath deeper than I did. This is the line, and I walk it. Cold metal burning my grip, no mercy move, only progress. Teeth on the edge of the risk. I take the hit, then I take ground. Step through the strain till it rips. Limit in my face, I lock in. Next move, crushing that grip. Cross it, hinge screen, pulse in my wrist, whole world tight on that threshold. I slide in on the twist. I take the hit, then I take ground. Step through the strain till it splits. Limit in my face, I lock in. Next move finishes this, yeah. drinking the smoke. Last light under my boots, names written in the cold. Pressure in every breath, jaw tight but the spine holds straight. You measure a man in the quiet when there's nothing left to take. I keep my shade in the dark, edges cut clean through the sparks. Every mark that you pressed in my skin, just tighten the line, harden the grin. I keep my shape in the dark. I don't bend, I don't bark. You can lean with your weight, lean till you break. I'll still be here. I keep my shape. Fading embers in the dust, glow red in the cuff of my sleeve. Blueprints, a trail of intent, slow steps I refuse to speed. Hands still but the mind runs cold. Every scar has a number and name. You try to calm me down to a shadow. I stepped out, kept the frame. You push, I narrow. You press, I sharpen. You crowd, I'm clearer. You shout, I darken. Stealing the breath I draw. Come where you want the quake. All that you wrote on my body, turn to the lines I trace. I keep my shade in the dark, edges cut clean through the sparks. Every mark that you pressed in my skin, just tighten the line, harden the grin. I keep my shade in the dark. Cool hands over your heart. You can lean with your weight, lean till you break. I'll still be here. I keep my shape in the dark. Burn that, but I won't arc. You can lean with your weight, lean till you break. I'll still be here. I keep my shape. Cold road, long night, breath like smoke in the mirror of the dark. Black gloves on the wheel, those lights behind you, they're not coming back. Most men wait for mercy, most men pray for a sign. You count the cost, you take the step. After the line they draw in their own mind. Frozen top, wind cuts clean through the seams of his coat. Distant, town shrinking to a a smear in the rearview glow. He's not chasing a moment, he's carving a lifetime straight. Every doubt that ever spoke his name gets dragged along by weight. Jaw set tight, eyes like steel on the rise ahead. He doesn't ask if the path feels fair, he measures it instead. One more step when the world goes quiet. One more stride through the teeth of the night. He doesn't rise on a gambler's hand, he rises 'cause he walks when the others stand. One more step past the edge they fear. He keeps moving till the way runs clear. Knuckles wrapped in leather, hand on the door of the coming storm. Cold air in his lungs, like a creed keeping muscle warm. He's counted every failure, stacked them up like stone, laid them down beneath his feet and called that hill his own. He's not waiting on fortune to remember his worn out name. He burns a trail through the quiet dark, exact control, the same. No fanfare, just frost on his breath. Just sky, just road, just measured steps. If the night ends, who will carry this weight? He answers by walking straight. One more step when the world goes quiet. One more stride through the teeth of the night. He doesn't rise on a gambler's hand, he rises 'cause he walks when the others stand. One more step past the edge they fear. He keeps moving till the way runs clear. Yeah. Boot on concrete, heat on concrete. Smoke snakes up, he don't break, he just breathes. Ash in the air, collar undone, that line on the floor already behind him. Shirt stuck to his back, heartbeat kicking at ribs. Every step heavier, every step lighter. Eyes locked ahead, like he's seen this hallway in a fever. Hand on the door frame, knuckles pale, hold on waiting on his next meter. Pressure crawling up his spine, sweat tracing down his neck. Every warning in his ear, he shrugs it off his chest. Feels that weight turning on, feels that steer turning to drive. He's too far past where they do that border, too wired, too sharp, too alive. He's already past the line, he's rising off his skin, off his mind. Every slow step louder than a siren. No pause, no panic, just timing. He's already past the line, nothing left to cross, only climb. All that pressure just feeds his stride. He grows taller when the world gets tight, yeah. culture jumps, floorboards shake under his rhythm. Voices dip low, eyes all aim his way. Static in the lungs of the building. Jacket on the chair like he owns the air. Smile like a secret he's about to spin. Hands in his pocket, shoulders relaxed. The bunny shadow cuts right to the end. He moves clean through the choke and the chatter. Every look sliding off like rain. He wears danger like a well-cut suit. Calm in the center of the strain. He's already past the line. Heat rising off his skin, off his mind. Every slow step louder than a siren. No pause, no panic, just time. He's already past the line. Nothing left to cross, only climb. All that pressure just feeds his stride. He grows taller when the world gets tight. Yeah. He's already past the line. Can't cage what he keeps inside. Every breath like a rewrote gravity. Each move heavy with clarity. He's already past the line. Tension bending, falling in time. All that pressure just feeds his stride. He walks harder as the walls draw tight. Step out of the smoke. Flat cap pull low. Boots on burning stone. I don't break my stroll. Black gloves on my hands, he climb. I stay cold. Ass sticks to my jacket, fire finds me. Folds. Streets a line of matches. I just mark the time. Every raging question falls in step behind. I walk through the fire, never slow. Every hit rolls off my coat. Pressure in the air bends back. I don't flinch, I don't react. I won't react, I won't react. I walk through the fire, eyes ahead. Every warning's turning red. Let it roll, let it rise higher. I keep walking through the fire. Dark suit, one small wrinkle. Smoke covers my heel. Sirens sound like gossip. I don't cut a deal. Shadows try to follow. Can't keep up my pace. Fear lives on the edges. Won't look in my face. You want reason, they burn easy. You want mercy, don't ask me. I walk through the fire, never slow. Every hit rolls off my coat. Pressure in the air bends back. going through the fire. Steady on a door, one coat held too long, like a breath that will not bend. Burned dead, heat still clinging to the ground, steel frame leaning like they're turning to look around. He stands, sheet marked, but pressed in every line, jaw set like he's signing on the dotted spine. He's standing after impact, lines carved deeper in his face. Every fracture in the concrete maps a promise he will chase. He is standing after impact, weight that would have made him crawl. Now it sharpens every angle, he blows taller in the fall. Window, stay back empty, none of them blink. Paper flies like warnings no one could ink. He breathes slow, exact, like counting down one step over pieces scattered on the ground. He remembers softer choices, hands that tremble, words withdrawn. That man vanished in the pressure, that man ended with the dawn. This is not a quiet turning, this is Flynn against his name. Every mark upon